Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be the finale for part 1 of my classic Project 10 pan and the introduction for part 2 of my classic Project 10 pan in collaboration with Liz, aka Shiny Happy Pans, over on Instagram. Liz and I talked about doing a classic Project 10 pan for years and years and years, and in 2024 we finally did it. Basically, a classic Project 10 pan is the project pan that kind of kicked off project panning on YouTube, from what we understand. If you go back to the beginning of project panning, it started out with people that either put themselves on a low buy or a no buy with the goal of finishing 10 products from their collection before they could purchase a new product. And Liz and I have done so many projects over the years, and Liz in particular has created so many projects over the years, but neither one of us had ever done a classic Project 10 pan. So we decided to do it with the goal of completely using all 10 products that we chose. And if either one of us did finish the 10 products that we chose, the other person would be sending a package across the pond, either to the UK or to the US, with a gift of makeup as a present and a reward and a prize for finishing 10 products and completing the project pan. Spoiler alert, neither one of us completed all 10 products, which is in some ways kind of disappointing, but in other ways, I think both of us are okay with it because we decided to do a round 2. So we are going to try this again. So I haven't talked to Liz in a while. I need to hop on our little conversation. Sorry, Liz. I'm sorry, Liz. I'm a mess. But I have chosen 10 very different products there. Even though I didn't finish all the products in the first Classic Project 10 pan, none of those products are rolling over into this project. These are 10 new products, most of which have never, probably half of which I don't think have ever been in a project before. So that's very exciting, and it's going to be another challenge. Obviously, I'm looking for products that I can realistically finish. I mean, there's just some products that I know are going to take me years and years. I'm not going to put them in this project. I want a product that I can realistically finish, but I don't want it to be a gimme, you know? Like, I want it to be a challenge. It's difficult to figure out where that sweet spot is for something that I can realistically use within a year, but it's not going to be done in like 2 months. Hopefully I chose well. But before we get into the 10 new products I'm going to be working on in 2025, I want to talk about where I ended up with the project from last year. Now, as of my last update for this project, I had finished 4 products completely. Hold on. The 4 products that I had finished completely as of the last update were the bronzer stick, the cream bronzer stick from Superface, the e.l.f. eyelid primer, the Almay Pure Tints lip gloss, and an old Revlon lip glide. Since that update, I have finished 3 more products, bringing my total empties to 7. Let me talk about those 3 empties, 2 of which you've already seen in an empties video, so they shouldn't be a surprise. The first item is this body spray from Victoria's Secret. This was in the scent Secret Crush. There is a little bit of spray down here, but it's not the Secret Crush body spray. I completely finished the Secret Crush, and then I poured a different body spray in here because that nozzle was broken. So that is one of the 2 new empties. The second new empty is this black eyeliner from Laura Geller. I finished this off, I think, in December. I really enjoyed this pencil very, very much. I'm sad it's gone, but I have a lot of black eyeliners, so I'll be okay. I will survive. But I did finish this off as well. And then the third empty for the 2024 project is my no name eye base, eye pencil, eye stick, eye crayon, whatever. There is a tag on the bottom. I cannot read it. The writing is so small. I think it's either Clinique or Almay based on the font and the color. It's in green print. So I'm thinking maybe Clinique, maybe Almay. I'm not sure. But it's called Cocoa Pearl. And this was a declutter from Jamie years ago. She got rid of it. She gave it to me. And this is where I'm at. My goal was to use this to the point where the product was level with the plastic. And I wasn't going to worry for this project as far as the product that's in the packaging. obviously this isn't gone, and it's loose in the package, so I can dump it out right here and show you. There's that much product left. But my goal for this project wasn't to use all the product, it was to use it to the point of the packaging. And even though there is this tiny amount poking up, trust and believe, when I try to apply this on my eyeball, all I feel is plastic scraping along my eyelid. It is not working for me anymore. And so for the point of this project, I am calling it a finished product. Now, this isn't the best eye base or eye crayon I've ever used in my life. It's not a good quality. And for that reason, I am thinking about tossing it. There's a part of me that says, Paula, just throw that little nub in the garbage and move on with your life. Of course, there's the other Paula. There's the other part of me that's like, you can pan it, you can do it. Stick it in a container, add some Duraline and mash it up and put it on with a brush or something. You know, like there is that part of me that cannot let it go until it's gone. So I'm gonna have to sleep on that. I'm gonna have to pray on that. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. But for the point of this project, I am calling it an empty, and I'm really happy that I used it up. And yeah, it's gone. There were 3 items that I did not finish, unfortunately, and I got close. You guys are gonna be like, oh, Paula, you couldn't have just finished it? I know. Now, this project technically ended, I think, on February 5th, and as I'm filming today, it's February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. But I have still been using these products since February 5th. I knew I wasn't gonna finish them. I mean, I kind of considered the end date for this project on February 5th, but I've been using them since, because I don't have anything else that I'm currently working on to replace them with. So yeah, just full disclosure, there's another, 9 days worth of use on these products since February 5th, but it didn't change the fact that I still didn't finish them. The first product is this concealer from LA Girl. It's the Pro Conceal in the shade Natural, I think. Yeah. I got really close to finishing this off. It is nearly gone. It's at the point where, I mean, there's just a little bit of product at the base, or the, I mean, I guess if this is the right here, it's pretty much gone, throughout all of here. I mean, I think we're getting really close to the point where it's time to cut the package open, but there's definitely still product coming out. In an attempt to pan this by February 5th, I did attempt to even use this as a full-on foundation rather than just like an under eye concealer. That didn't work out so well. The color was amazing. The color was perfect, but it just didn't have a good look on my skin. It looked funny. It looked textured. It looked all right when I first applied it, but as the day wore on, it just looked like I was wearing a lot of makeup. And I don't know why it did that, because I don't over apply. You guys know I don't overuse makeup, but whatever this consistency is with this concealer makes for a wonderful under eye concealer. It's one of my all-time favorite under eye concealers ever, but not a great foundation. So I did try to pan it that way. I tried to multitask it, but ultimately I had to stop. For the last several months, I've been using an under eye concealer that I have in my Partners in Cream project pan from that Mascara Beauty. The highlight shade I've been using as an under eye concealer, and a lot of times I don't feel like I need to pull this out, like the mascara is a one and done kind of product. So I haven't been using this as consistently lately, but I would like to finish this off and get it out of my inventory. And I really do like it. I just don't feel like I need it while I'm panning the Mascara Beauty cream products, because that highlight shade is kind of yellowy and it actually works pretty well as an under eye concealer. That's what I'm wearing today. I feel like it does a pretty good job. This does a pretty good job too, but this worked out really well when I was wearing like liquid foundations, and then I would put this on my under eyes. But now that I've been using the cream products from Mascara Beauty, I don't feel like I need this, so it hasn't been getting a lot of love. So that's too bad. I wasn't able to get it finished by February 5th, but it's almost gone, and I will continue to work on it and finish it off. Hopefully in 2025, it will be an empty. It should be an empty in 2025. And then the last 2 products are both depotted face products. This one actually was a deluxe sample of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and once the product that was in the bronzer compact cracked, I repressed it into a depotted pan so that I could put it into my magnetic palette and just access it a little bit easier, and that has been working great. I am so close to finishing this. The second product that's in here is a depotted blush that originally came from the Too Faced Natural Face Palette. That was my pan that palette back in 2017. I wasn't even able to hit pan on that blush, even though I pretty much used it all year long. But I depotted it from the packaging. I kept it around for years and years. I rediscovered it this year during my inventory in January of 2024 and fell in love with it all over again. And I really enjoyed using it. It's the blush I have on today. It is so close to being gone, but I wasn't quite able to make it happen for either of these. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Oh, I'm so close. I am so close. I mean, you can see how thin that bronzer is. It is so thin. I feel like 2 weeks and it'll be gone. And this blush is probably, you know, like a month's worth of blush. It's not as close to being gone. A little bit goes a long way. But I got so close. I was so close. Obviously, I'm not ready to put either of these away. I mean, I'm too far in at this point to let it go, but I have decided to bring in replacement products for both of these. I think especially with the bronzer, I need to just finish this bronzer off and get it out before I start the new bronzer I'm bringing into this project. The blush, I'll probably start hopping back around in because it's a slightly different color, although it's kind of similar. But yeah, these products are not going to be like put away. I am way too far in to let it go, and I think they will be empties soon. So I'm really happy, despite the fact that I didn't finish all 10 products, and I will not be getting an awesome package full of makeup from Liz. I'm really happy with how this project went in 2024. I was happy with the products I chose all year long. I never regretted a single product that I put in this project, and that is rare. I mean, a lot of times I am putting products in projects with the best of intentions, but then as I start to use them, I realize it's not what I thought it would be, or I put too many products in other projects that are similar, or, you know, it doesn't fit into whatever I'm doing with the rest of my makeup, and I start to have regrets about that product. But all 10 of these items that I picked for the project in 2024 were home runs. I mean, it was a well-chosen project. I chose well, and I'm very proud of myself for that. I'm also proud of myself for prioritizing these products over other projects and other projects throughout the year. I mean, there were times where I got a little distracted, but ultimately I really honed in on this project throughout the entire year, and I tried to keep it in the forefront of my mind because I wanted to finish all 10 products, and that really helped me. What else? I don't know. I mean, it's too bad I didn't finish, but it's kind of nice that both Liz and I both didn't finish so that we can do this project again. You know, I think we're both okay with that. And maybe this year I will finish all 10. I don't know. I feel like some of these products are a little bit more challenging, but there were some challenging products in this project as well from 2024. So there is one more thing I want to talk about before I get into the new project, and that is the empties. Out of the 7 products I have so far finished in this project, 6 of them have already been discussed in my empties and low buy updates from 2024. Now, because I'm on a low buy and I'm tallying my empties and the products coming in with like a 2 out 1 in policy, I made the rule at the beginning of last year that any of the products that I finish in this project would not count towards my low buy, because if I finished all 10 products and Liz was sending me a gift with makeup, I wasn't going to count any of those products against my low buy. So I figured that would kind of even it out a little bit. That would be like fair. It wouldn't be like double dipping. But I also said that if I didn't finish all 10 products, I would give myself those points back at the end of the project. So obviously I did not finish. So I just wanted to let all of you guys know that those 6 products that have previously been mentioned in Empty's videos that I did not give myself points for, I am going to give myself credit for. So at my December low buy, Empties and low buy update, my low buy balance was at negative 99.5. So because of those 6 products that I had finished in 2024, I'm going to now give back to my low buy account. That brings my low buy balance to negative 93.5. I'll be talking about all this again in my next Empties and low buy update, but I just wanted to, I know some of you guys keep track of this stuff, so I wanted to let you know I'm going to give myself points. I already marked it on my paper down here. And then of course the 7th product I haven't talked about in an Empties and low buy update. And the 3 remaining products, once I finish them, I'll talk about them and I'll give myself points for all of them. So as of right now, my current low buy balance is negative 93.5. Still a little too low if you ask me. We want to bring it up to the positives, but 6 points is 6 points and I'll take it. Okay, finally, let's move on to the new Classic Project 10 pan for 2025. I'm so excited. I hope I chose well again. I don't know. Okay, the first product I have chosen for my 2025 Classic Project 10 pan is another body spray. I chose a body spray for the project last year. I'm not trying to do a mirror image of last year's project pan, but it makes sense that a lot of the same products would be brought back because I need to replace the products that I worked on last year with new products. And so I do kind of have a lot of similar products. This product may have been in a project at one point, but it's been a long time. I haven't touched this in forever. It used to be a favorite of mine, but as you guys know, I want to eliminate all body sprays from my collection. The body spray that I'd like to finish is just this little deluxe sample of Riviera Sun from the Victoria's Secret Garden collection. I have loved this scent. I used to have a full size of this body spray and then this little guy. I think I must have finished the full size at some point, but I still have this little guy. It's about half full, so it shouldn't be too difficult to finish. Still a nice scent, still like it. I do have a little bit left of this body spray that's in my Beauty A to Z, and I did put another small body spray in another project, so I will have my hands full with body spray, but I think I could finish this off. I mean, obviously I'm going to be prioritizing this over a lot of other products because it's in my Classic Project 10 pan, but I also just really like the scent. I don't think it'll be a problem to use up, and I'm really excited to get that body spray inventory down by finishing some of these items with less product. The second item, I don't think has been in a project pan, but it was in project 10 uses, and it kind of helped to get me over my fear of panning it because it's kind of a daunting product. When I look at it, I get kind of overwhelmed, like I'll never pan that. And that is this Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm. As most of you know, this was introduced to us by Nikki Tutorials as a wonderful makeup primer. And that's because one of the main ingredients in this product apparently is glycerin, which makes for a good primer. I don't know. I think that's how she explained it. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I think any of us and every one of us in the beauty community that saw that video immediately ran out and bought this after she posted about this product. When I first bought it, I was so overwhelmed by the masculine scent of this product that I didn't really want to use it. Like, it was too much. Now, I don't know if it's that the product has become a little less scented or that I'm just a little bit older and the scent doesn't bother me as much, but I don't mind the scent. It is definitely a masculine scent. It smells like men's aftershave, but it's not so strong to the point where I can't deal with it. It does make for a pretty good primer too. and it's one of the oldest primers in my collection. So for all those reasons, I would like to move this out. I have been using it for the last couple weeks when I finished another primer that I was working on from 2024. My starting point is right about here. I will be marking the bottle after this video to give an indicator of where we're kicking it off from in this project, but it is not full, but pretty full. I got a long way to go. Hopefully I can finish it this year. I should be able to. As of right now, I don't have any other primers in any other projects. This is the only primer I'm working on, so fingers crossed I can get through this in the next 12 months. By the way, the finish date will technically be February 5th, even though I'm posting this after February 5th. I'm trying to keep that February 5th date, so. All right, the next two products that I'm putting in this project come from my Tarte Clay Play Volume 1 palette. I'm bringing this palette back into a project after one of you guys reminded me how good the powders were in this palette. I think I was kind of pissing and moaning about the fact that my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder was finished, and you know, I don't know if I'll have any good products, but I have to keep trying. I have to keep moving on because I have so many face powders to get through before I can justify buying another under eye setting powder. And one of you guys left a comment saying like, hey, didn't you really like the powder in the Tarte Clay Play palette? And I was like, yes, I did. I forgot all about that. So thank you for reminding me. So the first product that I'm bringing into this project is this kind of creamy bone colored powder that already has pan. It was in my pan interview palette project. So once I hit pan, I took it out, but I have some good usage on it. You know, we have a good jumping off point. That's rare for me. But yes, my goal is going to be to finish that powder now, and I'll be using it as an under eye setting powder. The second product that I'm putting into the project is a bronzer, and I think it's going to be this bronzer in the shade Terracotta. I think as far as the three shades go, this one is the one that I'm most drawn to. It's got a little bit of warmth to it. Hopefully it's not too yellow. It looks a little bit yellowy. I prefer a pinkier bronzer, but I don't see a pinky bronzer here. These are both very cool toned. This one's probably too dark for me to use as a bronzer, even in the middle of summer, but I think this one could work. So I'm gonna try this out. It looks like the powder's been used. I don't remember ever using it. And I don't know if I used it as an eyeshadow or a bronzer, but we're gonna be trying it out as a bronzer and crossing our fingers that it will work. If it's a horrible bronzer, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but hopefully it'll be a good bronzer. I think it will. I mean, it's bronzer. I can do it, right? Even though this is a barely used product and I don't have a good jumping off point, I am pretty good at panning bronzers. I have a generous forehead that requires a lot of bronzing, and I'm not shy about bronzing up my skin, especially, well, really all times of the year. I love bronzer. And so out of all the products I project pan, bronzer is one of those products that I tend to have a lot of success with. Some people are really good at panning lip products. Some people are really good at panning eyeshadows. Some people are really good at panning highlighters. I am really good at panning bronzer. It's my superpower. So I have two products that I'm bringing into the project from this one palette. It's a twofer. I do need to work on a new blush. As you guys saw, that Too Faced blush is on its very last legs. That was kind of a unique situation because that blush had a year's worth of work on it before I brought it into this project. And I don't have a lot of blushes with a year's worth of progress on them. But I do have this very old deluxe sample from Clinique. This is another product that was decluttered to me from Jamie. There's no name on the product, so I don't remember what the name of this blush is called, but I'm pretty sure this is a common shade that Clinique tends to give out in their gifts with purchase, because I'm pretty sure I have this exact same shade like 3 or 4 times in my collection. It's a pretty nondescript blush shade. It's a little bit on the peachy side, a little bit on the warm side. There are some like gold shimmers throughout, but for the most part, I think it just comes across as a matte blush. And between the fact that Jamie had used this to some extent before she decluttered it to me, and the fact that it's a deluxe sample, I am cautiously optimistic that I might be able to finish this. I don't know. That could be crazy, but I would like to try and finish this year. It's an oldie. I'd love to get it out of my inventory. And it seems like a pretty easy shade to project pan. So that's going to be tough though. Blushes scare me, but I don't think there's any other blush in my collection that I could realistically pan in the next 12 months besides this. I think this is my best bet. And I've never had it in a project before, I don't think. I'm 99% sure it's never been in a project for me. The next product is a highlighter. Same thing, difficult choosing a highlighter that I could realistically finish in a year, but I felt like I needed a new highlighter to put in a project. And so the highlighter that I'm choosing is the remaining shade from this Ulta Beauty sample duo. This was a gift with purchase from Ulta Beauty, and it had a bronzer and a highlighter in it. I did pan the bronzer, I think 2 years ago. It was relatively easy, and I still have this highlighter left. It just says Illuminator. It doesn't have a shade name, but it's pretty much brand new. I might have used it a couple times while I was panning the bronzer, but for the most part, it's never been touched. This is going to be a challenge. It is a small pan, but still, it's a basically brand new highlighter. So I will probably be tasking this also as an eyeshadow, you know, for my brow bone, maybe my inner corner highlight. I'm still doing the light blue, like aqua inner corner highlight from day to day for the most part, but sometimes I just want a nice shimmery inner corner highlight, and then I'll go for something like this. But I don't know if I could finish it. It seems like quite a challenge. My next product is another eyeshadow stick. I really enjoy project panning eyeshadow sticks. I have way too many eyeshadow sticks. This is one of my oldest eyeshadow sticks. It is from Mally Beauty. This is kind of what first drew me to the type of product of eyeshadow stick. The type of product that you apply, you have like a couple of seconds to blend it out with your finger or with a brush if that's what you need to do, and then it sets and it doesn't move for the rest of the day. And I think that is an amazing product. I can't imagine my life without a product like this in it because they are so versatile and so good. But this is getting on the older side. I've had it for a very long time. This is the shade Firework. I love it, but I need to use it up. It's getting old. It is really a stunning shade. It's like a light gold, kind of almost a rose gold. Even though I've used it quite a bit, there is still an absolute ton of product. I'm gonna really have to make a concerted effort to use this every day if I want to finish it in some way, whether it's just an inner corner highlight or a lid shade or something. But I'm gonna have to find some looks that incorporate this from the get-go if I really want to make sure I finish this by the within a year. The next product is a Resurrection product from my 54321 project pan. This is the Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade Brownie. I was really distracted with eyeliners in 2024. I'm imagining I'm going to be really distracted again this year, but maybe now that this will be in this project, I will be able to focus on it a little bit more. I focused on it a lot at the beginning of the year, and then I got really distracted by a green eyeliner that I really loved, and then I realized that I had black eyeliner in this project, and I wanted to make sure I finished that. So I put all my attention on that black eyeliner for months and months and months, and I basically stopped using this. That being said, I did make quite a bit of progress on this in 2024 in 54321, and I mean, I know I can do it. It's possible if I focus. Anything's possible if I focus. That's all I have left. It was probably twice as big when I rolled it into the project at the beginning of the last year. So I think I could finish it if I focus. Focusing can be hard for me sometimes. And my last two products that I'm bringing into this project for 2025 are both lip products. Both of them are on the older side, but other than that, they are very, very different. I did have 2 lip products in the project last year as well, and I was able to finish both of them. So fingers crossed I could finish both of these for this year. I do feel like in 2024, I had way too many lip products that I was project panning. It was fun, but hopefully I will be able to pare the amount of lip products I'm project panning down just a little bit, because it was a little bit excessive as far as panning for success. But that being said, obviously these two will be high on the priority list for project panning. one of these items is very, very, very old and has never been in a project as far as I know. And I don't know. I think my eyes have passed over it for every other project I've ever done. But today, when I was choosing products for this project, I zeroed in on this product. Like, your number's up, dude. You're out of here. You're out of here. You're going. You're getting panned. You're getting out of here. You are old. You're out of here. It is a product that was given to me by my mother from Avon. I mean, it's old. It's old. Okay, it's really old. It is a lip pencil. It is a little too chubby to be considered a lip liner. It is more of a lip pencil, but it is a thinner lip pencil. This is the shade Mountain Raspberry. And it is just a pretty deep pinky red. It's a sharpenable pencil, and it is old. Have I mentioned yet that this is old? It is really old. There would be something unbelievably satisfying about using this up in 2025 and never having to look at it again. I would like that very much. It looks like it's been chewed on or something. I mean, it has seen better days. That being said, it still smells fine. It's still creamy. It's fine. It's just something I would like to use up and never see again, because I'm trying to get the old stuff out. So Mountain Raspberry is, its days are numbered. The last product is on the older side too, but not that old. And it might be a product that has been in a project in the past, but if it was a long, long time ago. I actually had this pulled aside all of last year in the hopes of putting it in a project, but it never found a way in. And so obviously this year I went right to it thinking, yes, finally it's your time. It's your time to shine. Color Riche Balm. This is from L'Oreal. I love this product. It's very similar to the gloss balm sticks that I'm so obsessed with now from like Tarte and Marc Jacobs. This was kind of a gloss balm stick before those gloss balm sticks were around. It is very glossy. It is very nourishing. If my lips are chapped, it makes my lips feel amazing. This is the shade Pink Satin. It's basically a sheer lip gloss with just a hint of pink, and it is so beautiful. This one, I really like the smell. I like the smell of this very much. I know L'Oreal lip products can be a little hit or miss with the smell, but this one I like. Kind of a sweet vanilla scent. I've used up quite a bit. That is all I have left. I'm pretty confident that I can finish this off in the next year. It's one of those products that I will be sad to see go, but you know, I've had it for a long time, and I have to celebrate the fact that I can use every drop of a product that I love up, and it doesn't go bad. So that's what I got to focus on when I use up a product that I really enjoy, because there's a part of me that never wants to finish my favorite products, but I have to celebrate the fact that I will hopefully be able to use up every product before it goes bad. For those of you who like to see it rolled all the way down, that's how much that has already been used up. So it's not quite half gone, but I've probably used up a quarter of it, and I got about 3/4 left. I think I can do it for sure. So those are the 10 products that will be going into my Classic Project 10 pan for 2025. Don't forget to check out Liz's Instagram account, where she will be posting her Classic Project 10 pan for 2025. We're both trying it again. Hopefully we can both finish all 10 products and mail each other some fun makeup for a present and a surprise and a reward for doing such a good job. But if we don't, I'm sure we'll roll it into another project again for round 3. We'll just keep going until we succeed. But yeah, that is it for this introduction. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.